Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friend. Today's topic is very interesting, super interesting. How to find your partner. Is he the one? Is she the one? And that too quickly, very quickly, and with reasonable confidence. Let us do the mantras first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vyam Ved Vyasaya Namah Om Guruve Namah. Fabulous. So this is a very, very interesting topic. Effectively, you will be able to do matchmaking for yourself on your own without anybody's consultation. That's how easy it is. No doubt, I will talk about your signs, which will be slightly different in this video once you get the visibility of your signs. And I'll also showcase few celebrity examples so that whatever concept I'm going to discuss, you can apply. You can see the application of that concept. So the introduction portion and the conclusory portion of this video is very, very important. Extremely important. Okay. Now, I am going to make use of Chinese astrology. You will be like, what? See, there are a couple of reasons for that. One, it can give us a quick way to find out our partner in a very, very effective way, easy way, not spending most of the time, and on our own. That's how easy or effective it can be. That is the primary reason. Second reason, if you look at the geographical spread, how many people use this Chinese astrology? See, we are aware about Vedic astrology and Western astrology, primarily used in India and Europe, America, etc. So India and China has a huge number of population. India is slightly ahead of China now. So about 17% of population is in China. India has 18%. If we also add a couple of nearby countries like Singapore, Vietnam, Korea, Japan, they make use of Chinese astrology with a little bit of modification to their regional requirements also. So it is more than 20% of world population who uses Chinese astrology. And recently, our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, he went to Shanghai to attend SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and he met Chinese President Mr. Xi Jinping. So it is our endeavor also to be closer to Chinese astrology from that perspective, isn't it? So the other reason of using Chinese astrology is that I had spent a considerable amount of my time in Singapore earlier, and at that point in time, I met a couple of people who were migrated from China, and they used to talk about Chinese system of astrology. I had no idea at that point in time, and they used to keep some red articles associated with their zodiac sign animal. So there we have animals, and it was all in Mandarin language. So I had no idea, but that knowledge association, I could still have that memory going back, dated about 2009 or 10, long back. And with recent ongoing situation between India and China, somehow this was a good nimitta. And then I've been spending about 2 weeks of time now to understand how Chinese astrology works. And then it was not easy to get the information from the internet. I had to use my own judgment, using my foundation knowledge of Vedic astrology. I had to integrate and assimilate the concept. And then I had the confidence to bring what I'm able to bring today to your advantage, to your consumption. Okay? All right. So, and I like to give credit to a lot of websites across internet, a lot of material and associated stuff. So that has been my fundamental place of getting knowledge. And then on top of that, I have integrated my Vedic astrology knowledge. Otherwise, see, they will not put everything for public consumption. You can imagine. So it is to my advantage that I have a strong foundation of Vedic astrology, Vedic Jyotish. I could actually integrate both the things and then could draw some meaningful conclusions. Otherwise, the information on various sources on internet is very scattered. It is not consistent at all. It becomes difficult to understand which one is correct and which is not. But when I applied my Jyotish principles, I could be reasonably sure that yes, this looks fine. All right. So with this, let's dive into Chinese zodiac straight away. Before I start about talking about your respective sign, it is imperative for me to give you a basic understanding of which is your sign, how to identify your sign in Chinese astrology. So here is it. If you look at this slide, which says Chinese zodiac. So just stay with me. Don't get yourself distracted, in the slide, because slide can be a bit misleading. But if you stay with me, you will get to understand it easily. I'll take you through structure way. If you see from left, you will see rat, and then ox, then tiger, rabbit, then dragon, then snake. Then you come to the bottom layer, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. This is the sequence of 12 zodiac signs, basically. Now, what happens in China, as per Chinese astrology, each year is associated with an animal and its characteristics. Each year. For every year, there is an animal. Okay, and then they call it the year of that animal. For example, 2025 is the year of the snake. Okay, this year is represented or associated with the animal snake. Previous year, 2024, was the year of the dragon. And if you see, snake is after dragon. So next year, 2026, will be the year of the horse. You get the idea? Every year is associated with an animal. So your birth year will determine your zodiac animal. So for example, let's begin with rat. You see the year number 1912. This is year number 1912. And 1913 will fall in the next animal sign, ox. 1914 will fall in next animal sign, tiger. Likewise, 1915, 16, 17. And likewise, 1923 will fall in pig. This is the 12-year cycle, which started from 1912 with rat and ended with 1923 with pig. Then after 12 years, 1924 will again begin with rat, and this will continue till 1935. So likewise, you identify your, basis your birth year, you identify your animal, with which animal you are associated, because that animal is going to drive your characteristics, or in other way, your characteristics are being decided by that animal, and this zodiac sign is going to influence your personality as well as your destiny, as per the Chinese zodiac. So far, so good. Okay, so let me tell you an anomaly. There's an exception basically, and the exception is Chinese people, they do not follow the Gregorian calendar. Like if I'm saying, let's say somebody is born in 2024 as an example. Now you can see 2024, in which year it is falling? It is falling in the year dragon, because 2024 is written in the year dragon. So is it from January 1st till December 31st, 2024? No, that is the Gregorian calendar. Chinese follow the Chinese lunar calendar, which is based on, which is a lunisolar calendar. So they are bringing the lunar, the moon, just like in Vedic astrology. When we start talking about my monthly transit video, I talk about the tithis and I try to bring the lunar influence. Similarly, it's a traditional parampara for them. They're also using their own lunar methodologies, own traditional paramparas. So they follow Chinese lunar calendar. Now, that calendar changes somewhere around from end of January to about mid of February or end of February. Okay. So as an example, 2024 Chinese lunar calendar started from 10th of February 2024 and it continued till 28th of January 2025. And then 2025 lunar calendar started from 29th of January 2025 till 16th of February 2026. It will continue. And then from 17th of February, they will celebrate Chinese New Year. The year of the horse will begin. So for us, generally, 2026 will begin from 1st of January 2026. But for them, it will begin from 17th of February 2026. And if you recall, I used to wonder, oh, we just celebrated New Year in December 31st. And after few days, it's Chinese New Year. You would have witnessed this thing also. Now you can recall and understand why Chinese New Year has actually come somewhere either in the end of January or somewhere in the February. as I just mentioned, that 2024 was the year of the dragon. And for Chinese people, year of the dragon is very, very important. One of the most important year is the year of the dragon for them. Because this symbolizes strength, power, fortune, prosperity. So they really wait for this year. And the birth rate, because they plan the babies also, keeping these signs in mind. So the birth rate really go high during the year of the dragon. You can imagine. Okay. And I'll recommend you to take a screenshot of this slide. Identify your zodiac sign, which animal represents you based on your birth year. And if you're born, let's say from March to December, no problem. This year will apply straightforward. But if you're born in January or February, then the previous year will be corresponding to you. Or if you want to be really specific, you can use the internet. Or if you are not sure what to use and how to use, you can drop a comment. I can help you with finding your zodiac sign, which animal you're associated with. All right. I believe now you understand, at least you have made a note of the animal basis the zodiac sign you are associated with. Now I'll get into respective zodiac signs. Okay. So my dear friends, look at this slide. I'm not great at all these things, but I tried to prepare something which could be easy to understand and also give you the message clearly. Okay. It's just an attempt from my side. Now, if you see the way I've structured the slide in 4 categories, actually, there is no consistency because this division has been based on mutual friendship of different animals, right? Like we do, like in Vedic astrology, we try to find out the friendship between different planets. Likewise, this is also based on the friendship with different animals. But there is no consistency. Let's say if after this video you try to find out or do some research on your own going to various websites, you will not find the consistent approach. Different things will be mentioned in different places. So I tried to incorporate my Vedic astrology knowledge and try to reach out to a conclusion. I'll give you subtle hints as you move forward. Okay. Now, for example, the way I've structured the slide is leftmost is best. Okay. Then complementary, then 50-50, then avoid. Okay, you can see that. Now, best basically, it means rat. If basis your birth year, if you fall under rat zodiac sign, then you are best compatible with people who are falling in dragon, ox or monkey zodiac signs. So far so good, easy to understand. Best means your relationship with them will be romantic. You will derive pleasure out of that relationship. As simple as that. You can see from the sign. Now next, with dog, pig and snake, your relationship will be very complementary. Both of you will be supportive to each other. The objective will be common, or even if different, you will complement to each other in achieving your respective objective. It will be very good, friendly kind of relationship. Okay. With horse, rat, tiger and rabbit, your relationship will be 50-50. You can understand what is the meaning of 50-50. There will be stress and strain, but still the relationship has the potential to continue. Okay? With mutual compatibility, with mutual flexibility. But if you see, there's a star. On top of horse, asterisk is there, star is there. In every zodiac sign, you will see under 50-50, the first zodiac sign will carry the star. Why? This star is very, very complicated. Though I have put this under 50-50, it can very well shift either towards complementary or towards avoid, the next category. It will not be in 50-50. It will shift. So I've put it over here. It is a very complicated thing. All right. So you keep this thing in mind, the star. It will be an extreme scenario. Either you are very, very supportive or you are extremely anti. It can be a tricky situation to meet. And I'll cover one celebrity case for the star thing, okay, as we move forward. And the last is avoid. So if rat is getting engaged with, let's say, rooster or goat, that is not a good experience. And I like you to avoid this, okay? All right, so far so good. So I'll request you to take a screenshot and let me give you a basic hint. So if you see best category, where I try to incorporate my Vedic astrology knowledge, and that works really well. The fifth and the ninth sign from your animal sign actually gets into the best category. For example, for rat, what is the fifth sign? Dragon. And what is the ninth sign? Monkey. So see, dragon and monkey both are in rat as best category. And in 50-50, if you see, that is opposition. Seventh sign. What is the seventh for rat? Horse. That seventh sign, which is the opposition, like in Vedic astrology, 1-7 axis. Now that can be seventh house. What do we call seventh house? Is the house of love as well as war. And that is why it is the opposition as well as the partner. That's where the star is coming. That becomes one of the most complicated sign. It can lead to love. It can result into war as well. Likewise, I try to incorporate a lot of such principles while putting forward this in front of you. So please take a screenshot, okay, because you will need that screenshot as you move forward. All right. Now I am moving on to the next slide. Look at this slide. This is rat compatibility. Continuation, but I am here giving you few examples. If you see, the first example is Mark Zuckerberg with Priscilla Chan. They're married. They're happily married. They dated couple of years. They have child as well. Mark falls under rat zodiac sign and Priscilla falls under ox zodiac sign. All right. And as per the previous slide, if you go to the previous slide, which you have taken screenshot, what is the relationship of rat and ox? It falls under the first category, the best relationship. Have a look at the screenshot if you can't recall. Why it is best? Just to give you some tidbits. See, rat, now I'm giving you some perspective of different zodiac sign animals. So you can relate it. If you fall under this zodiac sign, this can also help you to get a glimpse of your own personality. Rat is very intelligent, energetic. Ox is stable, dependable. So basically, rat, it getting the stability when rat is with ox. And ox, it is getting the inspiration from rat's creativity. They are really meant for each other. The relationship is under best category. The romance is very high. The pleasure, the romantic pleasure is also very high in this relationship. Now look at the second example. Ronaldo. Ronaldo falls under rat zodiac sign. His long-time girlfriend, now they are getting engaged. Georgina, she falls under the dog zodiac sign. Now rat, is pragmatic, ambitious, charming, whereas dog brings the loyalty. So when rat is with dog, they complement each other. Rat feels relaxed. Okay, I feel comfortable that I will get the loyalty at least. I'll get the cheerfulness. Whereas dog complements in achieving rat his objective. And rat also gives security, gives intelligence to dog to meet their fulfillment, to meet their objectives of life. They're complementary to each other. All right. Now let's look at the third example. Jaya Bachchan and Amitabh Bachchan. Jaya Bachchan falls under rat zodiac sign and Amitabh Bachchan falls under horse zodiac sign. And they are called basically rat and horse. If you go back to the previous slide, rat and horse, they're falling under 50-50. But hey, horse is with a star. It is that seventh sign, that complicated scenario. It can either go to war, it can stay in love. Now this is your understanding. How is the relationship? It is very smooth relationship. We can't say it's a very smooth relationship. Still, it is continued. That is the reason I am putting rat and horse in 50-50. I'm not putting in it avoid, because this seventh sign, though it is in opposition, it has the potential to continue the relationship. There will be situation when you are anti, when you're not even talking to each other, when you're feeling you are opposing, but still you are together. You're continuing the relationship, and that is very, very interesting. Right? Why is it happening? See, rat desire stability in family life. They desire the family life. Whereas horse, they're very independent. They're very adventure loving. They're very impulsive, outward looking. That brings the conflict. And that creates this 50-50 scenario. Hope you're getting the perspective, right? So now, with this much of understanding, you try to see how your relationship falls with the people you like and you like to be with. I'll give you few Example rats. Zinedine Zidane, the French football attacking midfielder. Okay. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google. Ronaldo. Okay, you've seen Ronaldo anyways. John Abraham, Rana Dugubati. Those are few people, personalities who have the rat zodiac sign. Now, no doubt you need to take the screenshot of these slides for future references. But let me tell you, do not miss out on the concluding remark because that is extremely critical. All right. So this was for rat zodiac sign. So here is the slide for zodiac sign with ox animal. Okay. And this is going to talk about your compatibility with other zodiac signs. All right. So now, what is the basis of this? See, there is no consistency across different sites or different materials available on the web. As in our Vedic astrology or Vedic system, there is no consistency across different people's teaching or different material available. So thereby, I took kind of inspiration from different places over the last about 2 weeks or so and added on top of that my own understanding basis my foundation of Vedic astrology. For example, when I am dividing the first component in best category, I'm using some principle, which is kind of reconciling with few places, but not with few places. But I am of strong belief this should work out. And this is working out as I show you a few examples. Okay. So basically, let me tell you the structure. First, if you see from the left side, first category is best. So if basis your birth year, if you're falling in ox zodiac sign, if you associate with the ox animal, your compatibility with people falling in snake, rat or rooster sign is the best. You see the symbol romance, you will experience the romantic aspect of life, the pleasures associated with the relationship. You can experience all of that. Whereas your relationship with rabbit, people governed by rabbit zodiac sign will be complementary. So you will be a supporting hand to each other. You will understand, respect each other. You will appreciate and encourage each other to achieve their objectives. That's fantastic. Your compatibility with goat, monkey, pig and ox, 50-50. Now, sometimes it is okay, sometimes it is not so okay. Stress and strain can be there. All right. But if you see a star on top of goat, so specifically with goat zodiac sign people, it will act like an opposition. So if you notice, this is the 7th sign. If you look at the sequence of the 12 zodiac signs, all the animals, goat is in the 7th from ox. That's how I put it here. Now 7th house is the house of opposition. As per Vedic astrology, we know 1-7 axis. It can either go into a war or it can also go into love. So this can either tilt into compatibility or complementary situation, or it can very well get into avoid situation. This goat is very, very complicated. Okay. I've explained one such situation in snake scenario where I kind of took you through with this kind of star situation complications. Okay. But with other monkey, pig and ox, it is going to be 50-50. The relationship will continue, especially if it is with star like goat. But in other cases also, relationship has the capability or potential to continue with some flexibility, with some modulation, some compromises. Okay. But your relationship with tiger, dragon, horse and dog is not going to be great. Okay. But remember, do not miss out on the concluding remark. Do not just take it as a base. Please go through the concluding remark of the video. Okay. Now, please take a screenshot of this slide because you're going to need this slide as I move forward to the next slide. Okay. So here is the next slide. I am building on the compatibility by giving you a few examples from the celebrity whom you know so that you can appreciate the principles. Okay. The first example of Barack Obama, who falls under ox zodiac sign, and Michelle Obama, his wife, who falls under the rabbit zodiac sign. Now, if you go to the previous slide or use your screenshot, then you can appreciate ox and rabbit. They are complementary to each other. Okay. Now, why they're complementary? Just to give you some hints. Whereas ox is practical, reliable, is more reserved. Rabbit, on the other hand, is more friendly, more adaptable, is more open minded. So it's like the opposites are attracting each other, they're complementing to each other. While Barack Obama is more reserved basis this ox zodiac sign. His wife Michelle Obama is more open minded. Now, which looks very peculiar. It is Barack Obama who is facing the world. But as per the zodiac signs, the kind of understanding we are getting now, actually, he is getting the strength to face the world from his spouse, who is more open minded and who kind of encourages him to face the world. How beautiful. This is really nice. This is giving us a very nice insight about people and their relationship. All right. Now let us look at the other example. Malaika Arora and Arjun Kapoor. And both of them are falling under ox zodiac sign. See the problem, why it is 50-50 when both are ox? Ideally it should be fine. It is like the ox you can relate with are Taurus zodiac sign. Not 100%, but you can relate that. Okay. So like Taurus, ox is also a bit rigid, a bit stubborn. So when two people with the same attribute are coming together, specifically, I'm not talking about Taurus. I'm talking about the ox zodiac sign. So in this case, the problem comes, they feel like it is very monotonous. They want to experience new things. So unless they plan frequent outings, unless they step out of the house, unless they spend a lot of time together on exploring new things, they will feel like boredom is there. And sometimes their desire to move forward in life, like they're both stubborn in nature, it is like ego clashes. It is like whose voice will take precedence. That can also hit the relationship. So it is 50-50, but it doesn't have the star. If it has the star, it can become kind of an extreme scenario. It is not an extreme scenario. It is 50-50. Now, if you look at the third example, Monica Lewinsky, who falls under the ox zodiac sign, and Bill Clinton, he falls under the dog zodiac sign. All right. Now, this is under avoid category. You can look at your screenshot. Dog and ox compatibility is under avoid category. Why? See, while dog is basically more intuitive, protective, ox is quite practical and quite rigid. So this leads to clashes. As long as they're together, this is fine. But once there is some clash, while dog will try to keep it secret and protect, but ox, being practical, will be outspoken. And you know what happens in this scenario? So this is not a nice compatibility. All right. Okay, let me also share few examples. Few celebrity example who falls under the ox zodiac signs. The queen, the beautiful Aishwarya Rai. The enigmatic Ranveer Singh. Leander Pace. Adolf Hitler. Jawaharlal Nehru. The artist Vincent van Gogh. The beautiful Gal Gadot. Michael Phelps. The great Sachin Tendulkar. Classy George Clooney. Charlie Chaplin. Deepika Padukone. Twinkle Khanna. Rishabh Pant. Sonam Kapoor. And the artist Sonu Nigam. You see, a lot of people share this zodiac sign. Now, do not miss out on the concluding remark. Otherwise, you may commit a mistake. Okay? Introduction remark where I explained about the Chinese New Year cycle, and the concluding remark is very, very important to take full out of this video. All right? So this was about ox zodiac sign. Tiger zodiac sign. So all those people, basis your birth year, if you fall under the zodiac sign ruled by the animal tiger, this applies to you. Okay? This you understand. Now, what is the basis for me to put up this slide? In fact, I tried to refer to a lot of websites, a lot of material available on the internet, but there was no consistency. So that's where I kind of added my Jyotish understanding to reach to a standard place so that I can make something up for your use. Okay. The way this site is structured is in 4 categories: best, complementary, 50-50, and avoid. So if you are in Tiger zodiac sign, your compatibility with people falling under the dragon, horse, the dog, and the pig zodiac sign is the best. And by the sign you can appreciate it is going to be a romantic relationship. You will experience the pleasure of that relationship, that romantic pleasure. Whereas if you are in the relationship or intend to get into the relationship with people falling in zodiac signs of goat and the rooster, the relationship will be complementary. Both of you will help each other to achieve your life objectives. It is like a relationship with very, very friendly and supportive relationship. But if your relationship is with people falling in zodiac sign of monkey, tiger, the rabbit, and the rat, it is going to be a 50-50 experience. There will be stress, there will be some strain. Relationship has the potential to continue. There will be gaps. One of you will need to be flexible, adaptable to the situation, right? But if it is monkey in particular, which has a star, it is 1-7 axis. Like in Vedic astrology, 1-7 axis is there. It is also coming with 1-7 axis. That's why star is there. So monkey is the 7th sign in sequence from tiger. All right, it is the 7th sign. Now, what is the specification of this sign? The specification is that it is a very complicated. If it is love, it is love. It is hate, it can really get into war. So it has the potential to slip into either complementary or also to the extent to avoid situation. Very, very complicated. Though it also has the potential to carry forward and carry on. Last, relationship with snake and ox is recommended to be avoided. But my friend, listen to the concluding remark for sure to understand it in the right perspective. Okay, now where I also added some Jyotish principle, right, to make it standard and kind of I get the confidence also. If you look at the best, one of the principles used is that the 5th sign from your zodiac sign, which is horse, and the 9th zodiac sign, which is the dog, they both should fall under the best. 5th and 9th, it is trine, as we say in Vedic astrology, that is also getting applicable here, apart from a couple of other things. All right. So this is for your reference. Now, I will recommend you to take a screenshot as I move forward on your zodiac sign tiger to give you a few celebrity examples. And you can use this screenshot to kind of cross-check whether it is applicable or not. Okay. Now, here is the next level of using or looking at few examples from the celebrity life, because we know their life to some extent. The first example is Usain Bolt, the speedster. He falls under the tiger. I mean, it is relatable. Right? Tiger, he speeds, look at the speed of Bolt. His partner, Cassie Bennett, she falls under the zodiac sign horse. And if you look at the screenshot, tiger and horse, where they are falling, best category, fantastic. So they are experiencing a nice relationship. Why they are in the best category? Just to give you some insight. Well, tiger, the characteristics of tiger is very enthusiastic, very ambitious, intense driven. And horse is also a free-spirited nature animal. It can provide a lot of enthusiasm to the tiger. It can provide a lot of encouragement to the tiger. So it is a very, very nice relationship. And in this relationship, they are experiencing that true romantic aspect of life. Look at the next example. Penelope Cruz. She falls under the zodiac sign Tiger. And her spouse, Xavier Bardem, he falls under the zodiac sign Rooster. And if you look at Tiger and Rooster, it is falling under the complementary section. All right. Why it is complementary? Tiger, enthusiastic and all, it is fine, but tiger is also extremely attractive. Whereas rooster is very peculiar, one of the most intelligent creature. One of the most intelligent. So tiger learns from rooster because rooster is very intelligent. So rooster helps tiger to learn. At the same time, tiger is giving that intuitiveness to rooster. They're very complementary to each other. All right. Now, if you look at the third example, Victoria Beckham, she falls under the sign tiger, and David Beckham falls under the sign rabbit. Tiger characteristics to some extent, strong, adventurous, but the rabbit is basically quite gentle, peace-loving. I mean, when I actually get to understand, I found a bit peculiar because I thought David, very, very strong player in his times, soccer player, and quite charming, quite attractive, likable by a lot of people. And such a person falling under rabbit is quite peculiar in itself. So one of the characteristics of rabbit, they're very charming people. David Beckham is definitely liked by so many people around the globe. Now, interestingly, their relationship, if you look at the screenshot I compare, tiger and rabbit, it is under 50-50 category and there is no star on rabbit. So this relationship is not smooth. Whereas tiger is getting attracted to rabbit's charm. But tiger needs excitement. Whereas rabbit is a more gentle and peace-loving. It is devoid of so much of excitement. So that brings some conflicts among their personality, among this relationship, which may not be visible to the outside world. And remember, do not miss out on the concluding remark to understand it in the right form and right perspective. Okay? And I'll give you a few examples of some prominent figures who share your zodiac sign, the tiger. One of the first and foremost, Narendra Modi. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK. Then we have some celebrities from entertainment industries like Kangana Ranaut, Ileana D'Cruz, Aditi Rao Hydari, Kajol, Vijay Verma, Yash, then Aisha Takia. Then we have Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, then Marilyn Monroe, Lady Gaga, and our superstar Mahesh Bhupati. All right. So once again, do not miss out on the concluding remark to understand the right perspective of this video. All right. So this was for your tiger zodiac sign. So my friend, all of you, basis your birth year, if you are falling within the zodiac sign ruled by the rabbit, this is for you. Okay. Now, the way I have put up this slide, I have taken some inspiration from material available at the internet, but there was no consistency. There was no consistency at all. So I had to use my own understanding of Vedic astrology and bring in some principles which were getting applicable there. Basis that I put up this for you to have a look. Now, I've integrated my own understanding so that I can explain it in slight detail. So let me first talk to you about the structure. There are 4 different sections. The first is the best. So if your relationship is with people or a person who is governed by the zodiac sign of the goat, the pig, or the dog, your relationship as a rabbit zodiac sign person is excellent, best. Look at the sign, romance. Romance will be in the air. You will experience that romantic pleasure, romantic association with that person. Whereas your relationship with the people governed by the zodiac sign of the ox and the monkey, that relationship will be complementary, a supportive, a helping hand. Both of you will help each other in achieving your life's objective. It will be like a friendly and very supportive kind of relationship. 50-50 relationship is with the rooster, the tiger, the rabbit, the horse, and the rat. Now, this relationship definitely brings some stress or strain. There will be days when you are feeling the heat of the relationship, but this still has the potential to continue. If you see there's a star on top of the rooster, it is a very complicated relationship. This falls at the 7th sign. If you see, which is the 7th in sequence, 7th zodiac sign from the rabbit, it is the rooster. From the rabbit, The seventh zodiac sign is Rooster. So, if you look at the Vedic astrology, the seventh sign is 1-7 axis. It is the house of the love and the war. So, if it is house of the love, it's great. It can shift towards complementary. But if it becomes the house of the war, it can shift towards avoid. So, this is a very tricky and complicated situation. Still, it has the potential to continue. Here, one of the two people basically need to be accommodative, open-minded, or flexible in the entire 50-50 scenario. Then this relationship can continue. Now, but your relationship with the people governed by the dragon and the snake zodiac signs is not recommended, to be avoided. Hey, do not miss out on the concluding remarks section of the video to understand it in the right and complete perspective. All right. Now, I'll recommend you to take a screenshot of this slide, because as I'm going to continue for your zodiac sign, I'll give you a few examples from some celebrities, and then you can cross-check from this screenshot whether it is getting applied or not. All right. Okay. So here is the example slide for your zodiac sign. The first example is of Samantha Ruth Prabhu. She falls under the rabbit zodiac sign, and her rumored boyfriend Raj Nidimoru, he falls under the goat zodiac sign. And if you look at the screenshot, rabbit and goat, they are in the best category. So actually, this relationship has the potential to experience the true romantic pleasure of during their life, during this relationship. Okay, why? See, while rabbit is more gentle and peace-loving, goat too is quite sensitive and caring. Rabbit is charming and goat is gentle, so they both are really so fit for each other. While rabbit is more emotionally vulnerable, goat is quite caring and give comfort and security to the rabbit. That's very nice. Now let us look at the other example. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they both fall under the rabbit zodiac sign. And if you look at your screenshot, how is the compatibility of rabbit with rabbit? It is 50-50, but without a star, right? So this 50-50, they actually felt a lot of heat. Why? Both are rabbit. Ideally, it should be a good relationship. See what happens when two people in the same zodiac sign come together sometime. So because this is, as I have been telling you, to listen to my concluding remark, because we are doing this analysis at initial level, at a surface level. There are various deep layers also embedded in this. But even at a surface level, in this rabbit-rabbit relationship, though both are gentle, peace-loving, charming, they both are caring towards each other till the time they're together. But a time can come when one of the rabbits start to feel that he or she is carrying most of the relationship burden on their own. And that will bring this trouble. 50-50, that can bring the trouble, and that's the reason they are now divorced. If you look at the third example, Divya Khosla, she falls under rabbit, and Bhushan Kumar, he falls under the zodiac sign snake. Now, if you see, I have put this under avoid. Though, on paper, they both are living together, and I wish for the betterment of their married life, for the happiness of the married life. I always wish. What we are trying to do, it is with a disclaimer. It is by no means a prediction for any untoward happening in the married life. Absolutely not. It is just for us to understand, right, how it is happening, how the relationship is playing part. Why this relationship of rabbit and snake is under avoid category? See, for snake, rabbit, what is the relationship between snake and rabbit? Snake is the natural predator of rabbit. You understand? Well, rabbit is quite sociable and transparent. It is more suitable with the goat, the dogs, and the pigs. If you look at your screenshot, who are the best compatible zodiac sign for rabbit? The goat and the pigs and the dogs. But with snake can eat up rabbit, right? Recently, Divya, she has dropped her husband's surname Kumar from her Instagram handle. And she has been giving some interviews that she has not been allowed to act after marriage. Why? Because snake is quite secretive. Snake is prone to jealousy. You see how we are relating this with the characteristics of the animal? in the relationship aspect? All right. I'll give you some examples of some celebrities who share your zodiac sign, the rabbit. Brad Pitt, Michelle Obama, the singer, the superstar Arijit Singh, the Einstein, Sridevi, Kate Winslet, Quentin Tarantino, one of the most celebrated directors, Angelina Jolie, as you know, Samantha Ruth Prabhu, as you know, Varun Dhawan, Sonakshi Sinha, Genelia D'Souza, Shraddha Kapoor, Sushmita Sen, the great Messi, David Beckham, Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. So my friend, do not miss out the concluding remark to understand this section in the right perspective. Okay. So this was for your zodiac sign, the rabbit. The dragon. So my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall under the zodiac sign ruled by the animal dragon, this is for you. So how did I come up with this slide? Well, obviously I refer to a lot of material available on internet and associated stuff, but there was no consistency, so I have to integrate my own Vedic Jyotish understanding with that information, right? Because not everything is not available for public, you understand? So because I have a good understanding of Vedic system, I could integrate that and then I could reach to some conclusion so that I can share it with you. And if you see the way I have structured this slide in 4 categories: best, complementary, 50-50 and avoid. The names are evident, still let me just explain the structure. If you are falling in the dragon zodiac, your relationship with people falling in the zodiac of the monkey, the rat, the rooster and the tiger, relationship will be excellent, the best. As symbolized by the symbol, you will experience that romantic aspect of life. You know, that romantic pleasure of a good relationship is essential. You will experience that. And how do I comprehend the Vedic understanding? See, we know the trines in Vedic astrology are very, very favorable to us. So which is the 5th sign from the zodiac in that 12 sign structure? If you look at your screenshot, you see the 5th is the monkey, and which is the 9th sign? It is the rat. Both the monkey and the rat are falling under the best category. You see that? Smart? Okay. Now, second is complementary. Your relationship with the people governed by the sign of the dragon, the pig and the snakes, it will be a complementary relationship. You both will help each other to meet each other's life objective, supporting hand to each other. Very, very supportive and friendly kind of experience. Okay, it is not romantic. You know, see the difference. But your relationship with the dog and the horses will be a 50-50 relationship. There will be challenges, there will be stress and strain in this relationship, right? There'll be days when you're very friendly, but there'll be days when you're not even talking to each other. Even between this dog and horse, you see a star on dog. Why? Because the dog is following the 7th from the sign dragon in sequence. And in Vedic astrology, 7th is the house of war or love. So if the relationship is good, it can shift even to the complementary side of it. But if it becomes the house of war, it can shift towards right side, the avoidable side. You understand? But both the dog and the horse has the potential to continue and carry on the relationship. Because one of you need to be flexible, adjustable, understandable, then this relationship can continue. If both of you comes with the ego, then it can break. We have seen some cases, some celebrity example cases in the previous zodiac signs, like how it broke for Malaika Arora, okay? Or it still continued. You have to see for yourself. Now, the 4th category is the rabbit, the ox, and the goat, which your relationship with these people, these zodiac sign, is to be avoided. But do not go by it on the face of it. Kindly listen to the concluding remarks to understand it in the right perspective. Okay? And I also recommend you to take a screenshot of this slide, because I'm going to move to the next slide and I'll show you for your zodiac sign some celebrity examples, and then you can relate with the screenshot whether it is matching or not. All right? Here we go. So see, The first example is of Nita Ambani and Mukesh Ambani. While Nita Ambani is falling under the zodiac sign the dragon, Mukesh Ambani is falling under the zodiac sign the rooster. And look at the screenshot. Dragon and rooster, they're falling under the best category. Fantastic. You know, in Chinese astrology, the dragon and the rooster, they form a strong power couple. Wow. While the dragon is confident, rooster is also confident. While the dragon is intelligent, rooster is also driven towards success. They are a true power couple and they can be intimidating to others. Like they can give the vibe, can't sit with us, we are unapproachable. And that exactly fit. They are the power couple, one of the strongest power couples of India. All right, fantastic. Look at the second example. Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma, they both are falling under the dragon zodiac sign. Look at the screenshot. How is dragon with the dragon? Oh, it is complementary. Fantastic. Are they complementary? You know they are. But why? See, both are strong and confident. They both are ambitious. They both are intelligent. But they both are willing to compromise. While Anushka Sharma has compromised her entire Bollywood career so that she could manage home and can stay with Virat so that he can pursue his batting career. And now, whenever you listen to the interviews of Virat Kohli, always, without fail, he gives the credit of his success to his wife Anushka Sharma. That's complementing each other. That's the true compliment you can give. I mean, it is applicable, really nice. You can see the applicability. Okay, let's look at the third example. Shakira, she falls under the zodiac sign dragon, and her ex-husband, Gerard Piqué, he falls under the zodiac sign the rabbit. How is dragon and rabbit? Look at the screenshot. Oh, they are in the avoidable section. What happened? They took divorce, you know that. But why it is under avoidable section? See, while, and it is very, very interesting. You can have your own imagination, you know, he cheated on her, different imagination basis the public news available. But the thing is, dragon is assertive by nature. All right, while the rabbit is quite timid in their disposition. This looks a bit surprising because Gerard is also a strong soccer player, but by the zodiac sign, he seems to be a timid person. While the dragon, they can get bored by the desire of the peaceful nature of rabbit. At the other hand, rabbit, they can get scared by the assertive nature of the dragon people. So this leads to conflict. This can be the starting point and there can be some other reasons. But merely from the compatibility perspective, the dragon and the rabbit are avoidable. Hope you get the understanding and get the idea. I'll give you a few examples of some celebrities who share your zodiac sign, the dragon. Abraham Lincoln, the great Jack Ma, who's the co-founder of the Alibaba Group. Rihanna, Al Pacino, Abhishek Bachchan, Palak Tiwari, Vicky Kaushal, Sakshi Dhoni, Chitrangada Singh, the great Bruce Lee, the great Ronaldo from Brazil, Erling Haaland, the Norwegian footballer, the striker for the Manchester City. What a great player. They all share the dragon zodiac sign. But my dear friend, do not forget to go to the concluding remarks section to understand it in the true perspective. Okay? So this was for your zodiac sign, the dragon. The snake. So my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall in the category of the zodiac sign ruled by the snake, this is the place for you. Okay. Now the way I've structured this slide is by integrating my Jyotish understanding, the Vedic Jyotish understanding, yes, you heard it right, to the Chinese astrology material available on the internet, because everything cannot be shared public. But you know, at the heart, the principles are similar. So I could comprehend some results on the principles of Vedic astrology and could integrate both the things. And that's what gave me some confidence to be able to share this with you. If you go and search on internet, you will not find the consistency in this kind of bifurcation. Okay. So let me explain the structure. The first is the best. So if you are a snake zodiac person, your relationship with people governed by the rooster, the ox, the monkey, and the dragon signs, the dragon animals, will be the excellent, best. You will have a great romantic experience with these people. Very nice experience. And if you see, I was talking about using the Vedic astrology. So which is, we know the trines. In Vedic astrology, the trines are very auspicious. So which is the fifth in sequence, if you look at the sequence of Chinese zodiac signs from rat to pig. So sixth is snake, seventh is horse, eighth is goat, ninth is monkey, and 10th is rooster. So the fifth from snake is rooster, which is in best category. And the ninth from snake is the ox, which is also in the best category. So the fifth and ninth will always be good for you. All right. Now look at the complementary. Your relationship with the rat is under complementary. So it means you will be complementary to each other. It is like a friendly and supportive relationship. It is not a romantic relationship. Romance can be there. But at the core, you will help each other to achieve each other's life's objective. Very, very nice experience. Your relationship with the people governed by the zodiac signs of the pig and the dog and the horse will be 50-50. There will be stress and strain. There will be some difference of opinion. And even within these three, if you see a star on top of the pig, that is very, very unique. Why? Using again Vedic astrology principle, it is the seventh sign in sequence from the snake. Okay? And in Vedic astrology, seventh house is the house of love and war. So it is very complicated. If it is with love, it can very well shift towards complementary. And if it brings war, it can also shift towards avoid section. So it is a complicated one. Regardless, all these three, the pig and the dogs and the horses, it has the potential to continue the relationship. But it will require one of the person in the relationship to be accommodative, to be flexible, to be adjustable. If both will bring the ego, it can break. Okay, like we have seen in a couple of examples in the previous sections, celebrity examples. Okay. Now, for a snake person, the relationship with the tiger, the rabbit, and the snake and the goat is not suitable. Not suitable. But my friend, don't take any decision blindly basis on this. Please go to the concluding remarks section to understand it in the true and correct perspective. And I'll also recommend you to take a screenshot, because I'm going to the next slide for your zodiac sign, and where you will actually see some examples of some celebrities and where you can match, cross-check these categories, this bifurcation. Okay. Look at it. The first example, Ibrahim Ali Khan. He falls under the zodiac sign snake. And Palak Tiwari, she falls under the zodiac sign the dragon. How is the relationship? Look at the screenshot. Snake and dragon under the best category. Fantastic. But why is it best? See, let me speak about the characteristics of the snake person. Snakes, people governed by snakes, they're very intelligent, ambitious, strategic, wise nature person. They have the ability to read people and they know what to say. And dragon, they are very confident and they're also intelligent. They have very powerful leadership qualities. And this makes a very, very nice couple. They kind of not only complement each other, but both these are quite sensuous. So this prompts them to enjoy the romantic aspect of relationship as well. All right. Now let us look at the second relationship. Sangeeta Bijlani is that person with whom Salman Khan dated the longest. Okay. And Salman Khan falls under the snake zodiac sign and Sangeeta Bijlani falls under the rat zodiac sign. Now, if you look at the screenshot, how is snake and the rat? They are in complementary situation. So while snake is introvert and private, can you relate this with Salman Khan? Rats, they are very charming and they are very social in nature. That's how they complement. Whenever the relationship is complementary, it is about the opposites attracting each other. All right, but keep in mind, snake are the natural predator of rat. So there has to be an aspect where rat may sometimes feel a bit troublesome. There can be that association. But because they are attracted by rats, they don't harm them. They're attracted by the charm of the rats. Unless the charm is short-lived. So they need to revisit that charm. They need to ensure that the charm is there throughout. And that will help rat to survive with the snake. Alright. Now look at the third scenario. Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri Khan. Shah Rukh Khan falls under the snake zodiac sign and Gauri Khan, she falls under the dog zodiac sign. Look at the screenshot. How is the snake and the dog placed in? Oh, they are in the 50-50 category. And there's no star. So, snake witty, they're quite intelligent, mystic, introvert. Whereas dog, they're loyal. The first thing which comes to your mind when it comes to dog is the loyalty, straightforwardness. Don't take it on the face of it. Ranbir Kapoor is also falling under the dog zodiac sign. Okay, because I'm talking about loyalty, I'm talking about Ranbir Kapoor. And Bill Clinton is also falling under the dog zodiac sign. So everything cannot be taken on the face of itself. Okay, that's why concluding remarks section is very important. Nonetheless, dog brings loyalty and straightforwardness. But the thing which is a bit troublesome in the snake and the dog relationship, snakes inherently are introvert. Now, can you relate this with Shah Rukh Khan? He's a very, very social person, but by nature, snakes are introvert. Whereas the dogs are extrovert. They are friendly with everyone, and that is the challenge. That brings complexity in this relationship. Snakes' jealousy and possessiveness. Whereas the dog's open-minded disposition. That brings the trouble in this relationship. Now, my friend, I am not saying they are having a troubled relationship. I wish the best for the relationship. And I hope and pray that they are having a great time in the relationship. Okay? The only purpose of putting up this slide is with the disclaimer also that it is only an intent to evaluate the mutual compatibility of the Chinese zodiac signs. That's it. Okay? Hope you understand the perspective. Now let me give you one more insight. I am talking about that I am scratching, only covering the top layer. But let me go slightly deeper, because the intent for me to put up this video with the first level of understanding, but with this example, because Shah Rukh and Gauri may be close to a lot of people in this country specifically. Now, one of the deeper level is on element, like we have tattva or element in Vedic astrology also. In Chinese astrology also there are various elements like fire, metal, wood, earth, water. And every zodiac sign out of these 12, they have some fixed element associated in addition to the variable element. So, which is the fixed element which is associated with the zodiac sign snake? That is fire. And with the zodiac sign dog, that is earth. So, now fire forms earth. Without fire, earth is not formed. It generates earth. Because fire gives different forms, as we know in Vedic astrology. So it is very important for earth to have fire. So it is very important for the person governed by dog to have the association of the person governed by snake. So in other words, Shah Rukh Khan is adding a lot of value or meaning to Gauri Khan's life. While Gauri Khan is also contributing in their own caring and loyalty and other aspects of life. But it is also important from the element perspective. That is what? Keeping this relationship going and will continue for it to go. You understand? 50-50 has the potential, as I have always been saying, for the relationship to continue. They will have their own challenges. One of them need to be flexible and understandable, and then that should be it. All right. Now let me give you a couple of examples. People who share this snake zodiac sign. The Khans, the Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan and the Amir Khan also falls under this snake category. All right. The Chinese President Xi Jinping, Mahatma Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, Benazir Bhutto, Pierce Brosnan, 007, The Bond. Taylor Swift, J.K. Rowling. Psy, the South Korean rapper. Oprah Winfrey. Shania Twain. Robert Downey Jr., Alfred Nobel, John Cena, Tamanna. Okay, these are few examples. Now, again, please go to the concluding remark for sure to understand it in the right perspective. All right, so this was for your zodiac sign, the snake. The horse. So, my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall under the zodiac sign governed by the horse, this is for you. So, as you can imagine, just like Vedic astrology, everything is not shared in public platform. Likewise, Chinese astrology too is not available on public platforms. So I got insight from some websites, etc., and then I integrated with my Jyotish learning, so I could share with you something which at least looks meaningful to me. Okay, so the structure of this slide from compatibility perspective is in 4 sections. The first section is the best. If you are a person governed by the horse zodiac, your relationship with the people governed by the zodiacs of the tiger, the dogs, and the goat will be excellent. Best category. See the symbol? You will have a very nice romantic relationship with them. You will have all the pleasures of romance. Whereas your relationship with the people governed by the pig will be complementary. You will support that person, the person will support you. It is like the friendly and supportive relationship, working together mutually towards achieve life's objective, supporting to each other, not romantic, not a sensual aspect, a bit different, but very nice experience. Now your relationship with people governed by the zodiac signs of the rat, the snake, the rabbit, the dragon, and the monkey will be 50-50. There will be some troublesome days, some happy days, laughters and sorrows, stress and strain. Rat, if you see, is on top of it, there's a star. Because rat is in sequence. That's where Vedic astrology integration comes to play. 7th from horse. So there are 12 zodiac signs from rat to pig. So horse is number 7 and 7th from it is pig. My bad, 7th from is rat. Horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig, rat. So that's where, just like in Vedic astrology, 7th house denotes love and war, both. If it denotes love, it can shift towards complementary. Or if it denotes war, it can shift towards avoid. It is a very peculiar sign. Rat. Regardless, all these falling under 50-50 category has the potential to continue the relationship amidst challenges, as long as one of the partner brings compromise, understanding, that maturity, adaptability, the relationship will continue. Otherwise, if both the partners will bring the ego, it can break. Okay. Your relationship with the people governed by the ox, the horse, or the rooster is avoided. Do not take it literally. Please go to the concluding remarks section to understand the perspective and the form. Okay. Now, I'll also recommend you to take a screenshot. And also, before I move forward, let me also share another Jyotish integration which I brought forward. So, from the horse zodiac sign, which is the 5th sign, dog, and which is the 9th one, the tiger. You see, both the dog and the tiger are in the best category. Why? Because of trines. In Vedic astrology, trines are the auspicious signs. It works here as well, you see. Okay, I believe you would have taken the screenshot. So let me move forward. So here are few celebrity examples. You can relate with your screenshot if it is matching or not. The first example from the left, Lara Datta, she falls under the horse zodiac sign. And her husband, Mahesh Bhupati, he falls under the tiger zodiac sign. Look at the screenshot. How is the relationship of the horse and the tiger? Oh, they are the best. In the best category. Fantastic. Why so? See, while horse, they're very independent in nature. They love to have new experiences. Tiger, they're very intense, ambitious, strong and adventurous. So it's all about the horse's energy and tiger's passion, in the area of romance. They know how to use the energy when it comes to romance, house passion. It is common to them. Wonderful couple. Okay. Now the second example is Rani Mukherjee and Aditya Chopra. Rani Mukherjee falls under the horse zodiac sign and Aditya Chopra, he falls under the pig zodiac sign. Look at your screenshot. How is horse and pig placed? Oh, they are complementary to each other. Fantastic. So why so? As you know, horse is quite encouraging, social, whereas pig is reliable, nurturing, protective. So while horse, it encourages the pig to be more social. Pig provides security, stability to horse. How complementary, how nice. Let's look at the third example. Ritesh Deshmukh and Genelia D'Souza or Genelia Deshmukh. Now, Ritesh falls under the sign horse. Genelia falls under the sign rabbit. Look at the screenshot. How is horse and rabbit? Oh, they are under 50-50. So, why so? See, while a rabbit is quite gentle, peace-loving, very, very charming, it prefers a more secure and attached relationship. Whereas horse, though it is very encouraging and sociable, it needs freedom. Very impulsive it is. So that need for freedom and desire for a more secure and stable relationship brings the conflict. But as I always say, 50-50 can bring some conflicts, but it has all the potential to continue. And I wish both Ritesh and Genelia a very, very happy and prosperous married life. Wish their partnership continued for years to come. All right. I'll also give you a few examples, celebrity examples or prominent people example who share your horse zodiac. Amitabh Bachchan, Sharon Tate, Emma Watson, Salma Hayek, Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, Joe Biden, Hugo Chavez, Rekha, Bipasha Basu, Vidya Balan, Kriti Senan, Soha Ali Khan, Mike Tyson, John Travolta, the great Jackie Chan. All right. So again, do not miss out on the concluding remarks section to understand it in the right perspective. Okay. So this was about for your zodiac sign, the horse. The goat. So my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall under the zodiac sign governed by the animal, the goat, this is the place for you. Okay. You can see that 4 sections are there in terms of compatibility, the way I put forward this slide. Well, I had to integrate my Jyotish understanding because everything was not available for public from Chinese astrology perspective, you can imagine. So it is to my advantage that I have a good solid foundation understanding of the Jyotish, Vedic Jyotish. I could correlate a lot of things and I had the confidence to put it up for you. I'll explain briefly how I did that. So the first section is best section. So for goat zodiac people, your relationship with people governed by the rabbit, the pig and the horse zodiac signs will be excellent, the best. You will have that sensual, that passionate, that pleasurable, romantic feeling with your partner. Very, very nice experience. Your relationship with the people of governed by sign of tiger, the goat and the monkey, very complementary to each other. You know, helping hand, providing support, working together for achieving common objectives of life, a friendly relationship, not that sensuous or romantic angle, but still a nice feeling. With ox and the roosters, it is a 50-50 relationship for you. Obviously, there'll be days you are like very good friends, but there are days when you're not even feeling like talking. There'll be stress and strain. Some days are sunny, some days it is raining, right? Ox, you can see a star, it is even more tricky. You know, it is the 7th sign in the sequence. There are 12 zodiac signs, 12 animals, from rat till pig. From goat, if you count 7, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig, rat, and then ox. Ox is the 7th. And as in Vedic astrology, 7th house is 1-7 axis, opposition But 7th house is also the house of love and war. When it is house of love, it can shift towards complementary. And when it is house of war, it can shift towards avoid section. So it is a tricky situation. Regardless, all, the ox and the rooster, both have the potential to continue as long as one of the partner is accommodative or flexible, mature, then it can continue. If they are not accommodative, nobody is accommodative, or both shows the egoistic attitude, then this can even break. All right. Now, the last section, the rat, the dog, the dragon, and the snake. With these people, it is not recommended to continue the relationship. But my friend, don't take it on the face value. Must go through the concluding remarks section to understand it in the right perspective. And I'll also recommend you to take the screenshot of this slide, because as I move forward, I'll share some celebrity examples with you. Then you can correlate and cross-check whether this is reconciling or matching or not. Okay? So here we go. Look at the first example. Siddharth and Aditi Rao Hydri. They recently got engaged. While Siddharth falls under the zodiac sign the goat, Aditi Rao Hydri falls under the sign of the tiger. Look at the screenshot. How is the goat and the tiger placed? Goat is placed with tiger in the complementary section. Fantastic. So why complementary? While goat is gentle, nurturing, sensitive, tiger is fierce, assertive, have a bold spirit. So basically, the goat's sensual and laid-back nature, it attracts tiger. Tiger feels quite attractive towards goat. And goat takes inspiration from the assertive nature of tiger to present himself or herself in front of the world. It is like very, very complementary to each other. Very nice. Look at the second example. Arbaz Khan and Malaika Arora. Arbaz Khan falling under the goat section, the goat zodiac sign. Malaika, she falls under the ox zodiac sign. Now it is 50-50. Look at the screenshot. How it goat placed with ox. 50-50. Now why? See, while goat, you by now, is gentle, nurturing, sensitive, creative, artistic, ox is quite practical, quite rigid, stubborn. So goat is quite compatible with the signs like the rabbits and the pigs. And ox thrives more with the rats and the snakes. But between goat and ox, it becomes a battle of practicality and easygoing approach. If they're going along, it will be with compromises. The moment one of them stops to compromise, if both will become like stubborn, like ox is stubborn always, if goat also take a call, no, enough is enough, then the relationship can break. And which happened in this case, unfortunately. All right. Look at the third example. Konkana Sen and Ranveer Shore. Konkana falls under the goat zodiac sign. Ranveer falls under the rat zodiac sign. Now, goat, very gentle, sensitive, caring. But rat is quite ambitious, quite intelligent, pragmatic. The problem, while goat is gentle, rat is quite clever. While goat is very emotional, she has very emotional needs, she or he. Rat has a very practical approach to life. This results into conflict. And this is what happened, and they took divorce, unfortunately. Yeah. Again, do not take it on the face value. Go to the concluding remarks section to understand it in the right perspective. Okay. Let me share with you some examples of some celebrities who share your zodiac sign, the goat. Akshay Kumar, Ed Sheeran, Bruce Willis, Nicole Kidman, Imran Hashmi, Prabhas, the Bahubali, Kiara Advani, Rupert Murdoch, Steve Jobs, Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, Bill Gates, Bhagat Singh, the great freedom fighter, Tipu Sultan. Okay, I hope you will go through the concluding remarks section for sure. With this, I conclude your zodiac sign. The monkey. So my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall under the zodiac sign ruled by the animal monkey, this belongs to you. So I put up the slide from compatibility perspective. You can see it is segregated into 4 sections. I had to integrate my Vedic astrology knowledge with the material available for Chinese astrology over the internet, because everything is not available for public use. You can imagine. So with my strong foundation of Vedic astrology, I could assimilate and had the confidence to present it for your consumption. Okay. So the first section is the best section. If you see what I have tried to achieve, trines are very favorable to us in Vedic astrology. So in Chinese astrology also, there are 12 animal signs starting from rat, ending with pig. So which is the 5th one from your monkey sign? Monkey, rooster, dog, pig and rat. And which is the 9th one? Is dragon. If you see, both the rat and the dragon are in the best category. You see that? It works. So if your relationship is with people governed by these zodiac signs, the rat, the dragon, the snake and the dog, your relationship will be excellent. Best relationship. Very nice romantic pleasures. That sensual, the passionate, the romance, it will be kindled throughout the life. That fire, that passionate energy and that nice relationship experience will be there for you. Whereas if your relationship with people governed by the rabbit, the monkey and the goat zodiac signs, it will be a nice experience also, but in a different sense. It will not be a sensual and passionate experience. It will be a complementary experience. You will both be a helping hand to each other. In best also had the helping hand feature, that is additional. But best has, in addition to helping hand, that passion, that mutual passion. This complementary is like friends, supportive to each other. You understand the difference? But a very good experience. Working together for each other's life objective. Your relationship with tiger, ox, horse and rooster is 50-50. Some days it is raining, some days it is sunlight. Sun is shining, someday you are talking, feeling like talking, someday you just don't like to talk. Stress and strain is there. And tiger specifically in particular has a star on top of it. Because count from monkey, your zodiac sign, to 7th zodiac sign, tiger. So in Vedic astrology, 7th house is the house of opposition. It brings both the love and the war feeling. When it is behaving like love, this can also shift towards complementary. And when it behaves like enemy, it can shift towards avoidable situation. It is very complicated. But all these zodiac signs falling under 50-50 category have the potential for the relationship to continue as long as one of the partners is behaving like with maturity, accommodative, he or she is flexible. If both starts to bring their point, start to prove their point, start to behave like egoistic, then this can even break. But if your relationship with the people governed by the pig, that is not advisable. But I recommend you not to go on the face value of itself. Please also go to my concluding remarks section to understand it in the right perspective. And please take a screenshot of this. As I move forward, I'll share some celebrity examples. There you can cross-check with a screenshot how much it is applicable or not. See, look at the first example. Nick Jonas with Priyanka Chopra. Nick Jonas falls under the monkey zodiac sign and Priyanka, she falls under the dog zodiac sign. And look at the screenshot. How is monkey placed with the dog? In the best category? Fantastic. So they're having a gala time in their relationship. This gives us an indication. Why so? See, monkey is quite intelligent. So is dog. Monkey knows how to adapt to new situation. So is dog. Hey, monkey is extrovert. So is dog. The one thing dog knows is how to be friendly with people and in a very, very nice way. So their life is a perpetual party. What a wonderful relationship. What a wonderful couple. Great. Look at the second example. Kehal Rahul with Athiya Shetty. Both are falling in the monkey zodiac sign. Look at your screenshot. How is monkey with monkey? Complementary. Fantastic. So why it is complementary? Same zodiac sign. Both are lively. both are having some intellectual discussions, lively conversations, both are motivated, both are go-getters, both are playful, both are charming. So they're complementing to each other. Fantastic. Now the third example, Mrunal Thakur with, go by the rumors, Dhanush. Mrunal Thakur is falling under the zodiac sign monkey, whereas Dhanush is under the rooster zodiac sign. So how is monkey with the rooster? Look at the screenshot. Monkey and rooster, they are under 50-50. Oops. Well, 50-50 still has the potential to carry forward, go on, as long as one of them be accommodative and flexible. Why it is 50-50? While monkey is playful and adaptable, rooster, on the other hand, is more attention seeking, is more flashy. Does it look by the outward appearance of Dhanush? This is the beauty. Everything is not on the face, just like Vedic astrology. You understand? Also, once you go to the concluding remarks section, you will realize we are looking at the surface. There are more deeper level also. So both monkey and the rooster, they crave appreciation. It's like a power struggle, ego clashes. So as long as this ego is maintained, is kept in check, they can continue. So I wish them the best. All right. Let me also share some celebrity examples who share your zodiac sign, the monkey. Kareena Kapoor, Bob Marley, Celine Dion, Disha Patni, Neymar, the great Brazilian footballer, and the other Brazilian footballer, Ronaldinho, Martina Hingis. All right, so this was for your zodiac sign, the monkey. The rooster. So my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall under the zodiac sign governed by the animal, the rooster, this is for you. This slide is about the compatibility of rooster with different other signs. So rooster is at the top and this 4 sections are there, you can see. So I try to integrate my Jyotish understanding with the Chinese astrology available on internet for public usage. So as an example, I know that trines are favorable, right? So if you go in sequence, which is the 5th from rooster? Rooster, dog, pig, rat, ox. And which is the 9th from rooster? After ox, I move forward. 6th is tiger, then rabbit, then dragon and snake. So ox and the snake both are in the best category. The 5th and the 9th, the trines. And that works. It is not available, but see, it is not consistent across internet. So you had to be smart enough to use your fundamental knowledge to relate to this and then conclude to some extent. Okay. So for rooster, if your relationship is with people governed by the ox, the snake and the dragon, it is an excellent relationship. Very best. Excellent. It is not only you are caring and helping each other, but you are living the life fully, like romantic association, that sensual pleasure, the passion you're experiencing in the very nice way. Your relationship with the tiger is complementary. Passion will be taking a second spot here, but when it comes to complementing each other, supporting each other, like a true friend, it is a nice experience. Helping towards each other's life objective, working hand in hand. Whereas your relationship with the rabbit, the goat, the monkey and the pig is 50-50. There will be troubles, there will be happy days. You like to talk sometimes, you like to stay away sometimes. There's a star on top of rabbit because rabbit is in 7th in counting from rooster. Like in Vedic astrology, 7th house denotes opposition. It denotes love, it denotes hate, war. If it is war, it can shift towards avoid section to the right. If it denotes love, it can shift towards left section towards complementary. That is why it is complicated. Regardless, all these zodiac signs falling under 50-50 category have the potential to carry on. As long as one of the partners is adaptable, is accommodative, flexible, behaves with maturity, it can continue. If both start to prove their point, prove their mettle, start to gain visibility in their own ways, it can become a challenge and this can even break. And the relationship of rooster with the dog, the rat, horse and rooster himself is not suitable, not recommended. Do not take it on the face value. Go to the concluding remarks section to understand it in the right perspective. Okay? And also take the screenshot of the slide, because in the next, I'm going to show you some celebrity example. You can correlate to conclude your findings. Okay? Here is it. First example, Mahendra Singh Dhoni with Sakshi Dhoni. MSD falls under rooster sign, Sakshi falls under the dragon sign. Look at the screenshot. How is rooster fared with dragon? Under best section, fantastic. Rooster and dragon is another power couple as per Chinese astrology. We had seen one power couple earlier. This is the second power couple. Why? Why rooster is very hardworking, straightforward, logical, intelligent, strong desire to achieve success. Dragon is also confident and intelligent, assertive. Dragon carries a lot of vision. So they are a true power couple. And they enjoy their life to the fullest. Very, very nice association. Look at the second example. Ajay Devgan and Kajol. Ajay falls under the sign rooster and the Kajol falls under the sign tiger. Now rooster, as you know, I've spoken about Dhoni, all those things applicable to Ajay as well. Because at a first level, as a rooster, roosters are perfectionist, hard worker. Tigers, they are very enthusiastic. They're also ambitious. And they complement roosters in a very, very nice way. They're very independent. So roosters don't need to worry how will they manage. They can put their focus on work. That's how they complement the rooster in a nice way. On the other hand, tigers who are very intense driven, sometimes when they don't know what to do in this case, because roosters are perfectionists, they seek help from roosters. They guide tigers. They're very experienced. They're very intelligent. That's how they complement each other very, very well. Look at the third example. The Bahubali pair. A lot of people desire it to be true, right? And I'm also one of those people. So, and I also wish them the best. Anushka Shetty, she falls under the rooster sign. Prabhas falls under the goat sign. Look at the screenshot. How is rooster with goat? It is under 50-50. Why so? See, now this is very interesting for you to know. Prabhas falls under the goat. How is goat? Very sensitive. Oh, come on, he is our Bahubali. But he is very sensitive. The goats are very sensitive at heart. They're very intuitive, dreamy, gentle, artistic. Goats. Rooster, practical, straightforward. And this can bring the conflict. You understand? The objective of each other is a bit different. One person who is under goat, they like to live their life easy, calm. Whereas the person who is under rooster, they're very practical and go-getter kind of person. Logical, It can become a bit tricky. So, while I wish them the best, one of them need to be accommodative, rather both of them need to be flexible to be happy with each other. Okay? And I'll also give you a few examples of some celebrity who share your zodiac sign, the rooster. Mukesh Ambani, Alia Bhatt, Shahid Kapoor, Beyonce, Sunny Leone, Dia Mirza, Roger Federer, Serena Williams, the legendary, the great Shane Warne. And my dear friend, do not forget to miss out on the concluding remarks section. Otherwise, you will not understand the true perspective of this video. So with this, I conclude the Rooster zodiac sign. The dogs. So my friends, if basis your birth year, you fall under this zodiac sign, Let us look at it. The way the slide is structured is in 4 categories. If you have been through other zodiac sign, you know the structure, but if you have straight away come to here, I need to explain again. So, because everything is not available in public platform when it comes to Chinese astrology, so having some foundation understanding of Vedic Jyotish comes really handy. I could integrate really well few points to draw to a conclusion. For example, when I'm sharing with you the best, first category is the best category. So if you're in a dog zodiac sign, your relationship with people governed by the zodiac signs of tiger, horse, rabbit, and monkey will be excellent. Not only you will be supportive to each other, but you will experience that romantic association, that sensual, the passionate energy quite nicely. Love will be live throughout your life. Okay. Now look at the Jyotish integration. In sequence, as we know in Vedic astrology, trines are very auspicious. So let us go in sequence from dog. Dog, second is pig, third rat, fourth ox, and fifth is tiger. Tiger is in best category. Then likewise, if you reach to ninth, sixth is rabbit, seventh is dragon, then snake, then horse. Horse is also in the best category. The trines are in the best category. How nice. Whereas your relationship with the rat and the pig will be complementary. It is like working to achieve each other's life objective, supporting, giving helping hand, like a good friend, like a good support. Very, very nice experience. The passion will take a second spot, but obviously it is a very nice experience otherwise. Your relationship with the people governed by the dragon, the snake, and the dog zodiac, 50-50. Sometimes you are talking like the best of the best buddies, best of the lovers. Sometimes you don't even like to talk at all. And dragon has a star as well. Why? Because in sequence, dragon is in the 9th, 7th spot from dog. Like trines were beneficial, in Vedic astrology, 7th is the house of opposition. Sometimes there can be war, sometimes there can be love and hatred. When it is war, it can go to avoid section to the right side. When it is love, it can go to the complementary section. Very, very complicated case. But all cases, dragon, snake, and dog, all the scenario 50-50, it has a huge potential for the relationship to sustain. As long as one is flexible, behaving with maturity, accommodative, need to be understandable of each other. If both will start to prove their point, this relationship will not be able to survive. I had given an example in my snake zodiac sign between snake and dog, how Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri Khan relationship, though falling under 50-50, why it is surviving and how it can further survive, and how one is contributing to other and the other is contributing to one, and what is the problem and challenges. Right? Now, relationship of dog with rooster, ox, and goat is in under avoid category. But before taking any decision merely on this basis, I highly recommend you to go to the concluding remarks section. And please also take the screenshot of this slide. As I am moving forward, I am going to share with you some celebrity examples so that you can cross-check. Okay? So here we come. From the left, the first example, Saif Ali Khan with Kareena Kapoor. Saif falls under the sign the dog. Kareena falls under the sign monkey. Look at the screenshot. How is dog placed with monkey? Oh, it's in the best category. Fabulous. So they are having a very good time and we wish them the best. Right? Why it is the best category? See, dog, the first thing is loyal and straightforward. So dog provides a lot of stability and broad mindset to the life of monkey. Whereas monkey, they're very charming, very intelligent. They can adapt very well to the new situations, very playful and lively. So they bring these aspects. Not only they're complementary, they're very sensuous, just like dogs. So at that carnal level also, they're very nice match for each other. This best category also encompasses the complementary aspect as well. That's so nice. All right, let us look at the second example. Donald Trump with Melania Trump. Both are falling under the dog zodiac sign. So they bring intense loyalty to each other, intense loyalty, fiercely protective of each other. It's a very, very nice couple. Look at the screenshot. How is dog placed with dog? 50-50. Why 50-50? When I'm saying they're bringing intense loyalty and protective to each other, the challenge lies in the same statement. See, dog, they are very friendly. The problem with the dogs is, the biggest problem, they're friendly with everyone. Though the other person is also dog. As long as the person is friendly with everyone, when it comes to him or her, he or she is fine. But he or she himself or herself cannot take this aspect from the other person. So that becomes the relationship, that makes the relationship complicated. That brings the 50-50 aspect. So as long as they give space, as well as they ensure that trust is not broken, this relationship will flourish. In any case, we wish the best to both Donald and Melania. Okay, look at the third example. Urvashi Rautela with Rishabh Pant. Now, we understand the situation. Those who are not well versed, Rishabh Pant is a renowned cricketer from India, and Urvashi Rautela is from the entertainment industry from India, and they had fallout. They put allegations on each other. Urvashi, she falls under the zodiac sign dog, and Rishabh Pant falls under the zodiac sign the ox. How is dog faring with ox? Look at the screenshot. It is under the avoid category. But why so? See, dog, we know it brings loyalty, straightforwardness. It is about the ideas. They live in the ideal world. The expectation from the partner, ideal. Whether they can be friendly with the world, but their expectation from the partner will be ideal. Ox, they're very reserved, practical, but stubborn. And they are more practical. They're not in the ideal world. They're in the practical world. Dog needs freedom. They want to be friend. Ox are stubborn. They will not give freedom. It will bring huge clash. Huge clash. And that's what happened. Alright, unfortunately, it couldn't survive, couldn't sustain. I'll give you a couple of examples of some celebrities who are falling in the same zodiac sign, the dog. Look at the first three names. You already know Donald Trump, and then we have Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and then we have Winston Churchill, all the politicians. Then Michael Jackson, Madonna, Georgina, Gauri Khan, Ranbir Kapoor, Priyanka Chopra, Naomi Campbell, Allu Arjun, Meera Rajput, Tripti Dimri, Shreya Saran. And let me again remind you, do not miss out on the concluding remarks section to understand this video in the right perspective. Okay? So this was for your zodiac sign, the dog. The pig. So my friend, if basis your birth year, you fall in this category. You're governed by the animal, the pig. This is your zodiac sign. So this slide is depicting the compatibility of pig with other zodiac signs, other animals. And as the material on internet from Chinese astrology perspective was limited, not shared publicly in detail, I had to integrate my Vedic understanding to some extent to be able to get to a conclusion. Otherwise, there is no consistency on the internet. Absolutely no consistency. So, but I'm confident what I'm sharing holds valid. There can be further learning as we move forward, but at the initial level, this looks promising. The first category is the best category. If you are into a pig zodiac, your relationship with the rabbit, goat, tiger, and the pig will be excellent, the best. Not only you will have a very friendly and complimentary experience, but you will also have that passionate, that sensual experience to the high. The love will always be in the air. You will live life in a nice experience, nice way. And if you count how Vedic astrology has been incorporated from pig, what is the fifth sign? Pig, in sequence, pig, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit. Rabbit is in best category. And the ninth sign, I'll move forward from rabbit. Sixth is dragon, then seventh is snake, eighth is horse, ninth is goat. Goat is also here. So in Vedic astrology also, we say trines are beneficial. Same principle holds valid in Chinese astrology as well. That's the integration. And if your relationship is with rat, dragon, horse, and dog, it is complementary. Very nice experience. You both are working to meet each other's life objective, helping them when they need, provide support, provide you the back for them. The passion, the cardinal thing is a bit lower, but otherwise it's a very friendly, very supportive kind of experience. Your relationship with the snake, the ox, and the rooster, bit tricky, 50-50 category. Sometimes you are best of the friends, sometimes you don't even want to talk. It has some stress and strain. Especially snake, if you see, it has a star on top of it. Why? It is the seventh from pig. If you count from pig to snake, in sequence, it is the seventh sign. Like in Vedic astrology, seventh house denotes opposition. But seventh house is also the house of love and war. When it is love, it will shift to become complementary. And when it is war, it will shift to become avoid section. Quite a peculiar scenario. But all these signs falling under 50-50, they have the full potential for the relationship to continue, but with a pinch of salt. Every day will not be a happy day. You have to push. You have to fight for the relationship to sustain. One of you or both of you at times will need to behave like a mature person, be accommodative a bit, be flexible a bit. If both of you will take their own guards, then it can not survive, unfortunately. Your relationship, the pig people relationship with the people governed by the zodiac sign of monkey, is to be avoided. Now, don't take it on its face. Go to the concluding remarks section shortly after your sun sign. After your sign, I'm going to talk about that. Then you will understand it in the right perspective. And take a screenshot of this slide. As I move forward, I'll give you some example of some celebrities that you can cross-check. Okay? Look at the first example from the left. Kunal Khemu and Sara Ali Khan. Kunal falls under the pig sign and Sara falls under the horse sign. Now go to the previous slide. How is pig and horse faring? Oh, they are faring in the complementary section, which is fantastic. Good section. Why so? See, pig, a very grounding influence, very loyal person. Horse, a very enthusiastic and ambitious. Right? So while pig, it brings stability in impulsive horse's life. Horse is also very impulsive. So pig brings a lot of stability, easiness, calmness. On the other hand, horse inspires the pig to be more adventurous because pig is relatively easygoing. Does it appear from Kunal Khemu's extrovert appearance? No, that is the beauty. Just like Vedic astrology gives us the right perspective, this too gives us the right perspective. But again, we are at the outer level, as you will understand in the concluding remark. Still, from the outset, we can get to understand a lot from this analysis. Look at the second example. Vicky Kaushal and Katrina Kaif. Vicky falls under the sign pig. Katrina falls under the sign the dragon. How is it in the screenshot if you see? Pig and dragon. Or they're again falling under complementary section, which is great. Why are they complementary to each other? See, pig, no doubt they're ambitious, energetic, they are, but not to the extent of dragon. By nature, pig are easygoing, but dragons are highly overtly ambitious and energetic. So they can teach the pigs to pursue goals with some passion. On the other hand, pig teaches the dragon to relax and appreciate the simple pleasures of life. That's a real complementation. Look at the third example, Ranvijay Singha and Priyanka Vohra, his wife. Ranvijay falls under the pig and Priyanka falls under the rat zodiac. Look at the screenshot. How is pig and rat? Oh, they too are falling under the complementary section. That's nice. Why so? See, pig's kindness, the compassion, is bringing some nice aspect in rat's life, because rat otherwise is very intelligent and go-getter, kind of very smart, clever. It needs some kindness, which it gets from pig. And on the other hand, do you see the person who hosted Rodi, who was himself for the first Rodi, Ranvijay? He's a compassionate person. But this tells us Rather, he is getting the kindness from the spouse, that intelligence from the spouse, the cunningness from the spouse. He's not a cunning guy. Only by basis the zodiac sign, the pig, we can say. That's the beauty. All right. Let me also share some celebrity examples who share the zodiac sign, the pig. Elon Musk, Elton John, Dua Lipa, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Miranda Kerr, Trisha Krishnan, Tabu, Pete Sampras, and PV Sindhu. Now, shortly, I'll start with the concluding remarks section, so I hope you will stay tuned, okay? But before that, this is the disclaimer, which is extremely important, because the intent here is not to take any judgment, okay? Not to make any judgment, not to bring any untoward remark to anybody's happy married life. It is just an attempt to understand the compatibility between different zodiac signs, taking a cue from the Chinese astrology, right? That is the intent. That is the disclaimer I want to give. And specifically, I'm going to a nice scenario. What if? So, for that also disclaimer is required, because that scenario is explaining some situations which could not happen, which did not happen. But what if that would have happened? You see, what if? So there's a huge disclaimer before I even start and open my mouth. The intent is not to displease anybody. Intent is just to see what if it would have happened, how the relationship would have fared, basis the mutual compatibility of the zodiac signs. So far, so good? Okay. The leftmost, Shah Rukh Khan and Priyanka Chopra. Shah Rukh falls under the sign snake. Priyanka falls under the zodiac sign dog. You can look at your screenshot. This is 50-50. I'll not delve deeper, okay? Because this is not the true relationship, but this is just, we are trying to evaluate what if, okay? 50-50, okay? Look at the other relationship. Ajay Devgan and Tabu. Ajay Devgan falls under the sign the rooster. Tabu falls under pig. And how's the outcome? 50-50 again. Third scenario, to the right, top. Shahid Kapoor and Kareena Kapoor. Kareena falls under the sign monkey. Shahid falls under the sign rooster. This too is 50-50. Now the fourth one, Ranbir Kapoor and Deepika Padukone. Ranbir Kapoor falls under the sign dog. Deepika falls under the sign ox. And how is the relationship? Avoid. So something which has happened for the good. You can say this. Okay. Now my favorites. My top favorites. Amitabh Bachchan and Rekha. Amitabh falls under the sign horse. Rekha falls under the sign horse. They both fall under the same sign. And how's the outcome? Avoid. So whatever happens for a reason. Now, Salman Khan and Aishwarya Rai. Salman falls under the sign the snake, and Ash falls under the sign ox. And how is the outcome? The best. Excellent. I leave you with this thought for this section. Okay? Now, my friend, hope you had a good experience undergoing the Chinese astrology. So this was an attempt from my side. If you like such videos, I can make more such videos. I have to study a lot, I put in a lot of efforts to get to some conclusion. But why I have been talking about the concluding remarks section is henceforth. See, whatever analysis we have seen so far, it is like scratching the outer surface. Just like Vedic astrology, Chinese astrology is way, way deep, very deep. And we are trying to scratch the surface from the outset. All right. So for example, they too have some elements: fire, metal, earth, wood, water. We too have some elements: fire, earthy, airy, watery. And I have given one such example in one of the zodiac signs in between somewhere, I don't recall, how these elements can be used. That can be a next level. So whatever I have shared with you, first level. If you only take decision on this basis, that may or may not right. When you try to investigate or find some other celebrity example, on some cases you will find it is not applying absolutely fine. You may come across, because we are evaluating at the first level. When you go to the second level of elements, as I've explained briefly in one of the zodiac signs, probably in snake, you can appreciate it much better. Now, third level could be after elements. Element itself is so deep. It has different connotations, multi-layered connotations. I'm counting it at second level, but it is way deep. On the third level, like in Vedic astrology or in numerology, we have primary number or the destiny number. Or in Vedic astrology, we have different ascendants. We evaluate from sun sign, from moon sign. When we do transit, people ask, is it to be evaluated from sun sign or moon sign? Right? And we have so many other things. Likewise, today I shared with you animal associated with your year of birth. There's another animal associated with your month of birth. Another animal associated with your day of birth. Another animal associated with your hour of birth. So while animal associated with your month of birth, it tells about your emotional attributes. With your hour of birth or day of birth, it gets further deeper, how you handle eventualities or circumstances. So different, deeper meanings. So you understand the perspective. So the intent of this video is we should use this video as another tool while we do matchmaking. It is another tool. We cannot make our decisions solely on this basis, but this definitely give us another tool, give us a good insight what kind of relationship there can be. And remember, about 1/5 of population of world uses solely Chinese astrology, and they make their entire life planning from childbirth to getting into a relationship. Is this a compatible sign or not? Then they get into the relationship. They decide the fortune, everything. They decide on this basis. There has to be some logic in these signs, this knowledge. So let's use this as an added tool. When I'll do matchmaking for my consultation, etc., I'm definitely going to use this as a tool, not at the first level, which I shared today, but I'll continue to study on, I'll take it to deeper level and I'll apply those deeper level. And if my Vedic astrology conclusion reconciles with this, I can be reasonably 100% sure this is the outcome. So I think with this, I should conclude this video. And I hope you will have a nice experience undergoing this new learning. I'll see you soon with some other video. Till then, Om Namah Shivaya.